Durrington Walls in Wiltshire is a part of the larger Stonehenge ritual site that doesn't get many visitors. There are no massive megaliths to see here, but it was once the literal lifeblood of the spectacular monument just a couple of miles away. This was once the home of the ancient builders who toiled to create the enigmatic stone circle for reasons that are analogous to those that saw the creation of the world's finest cathedrals and temples thousands of years later. Despite its lack of footfall and dearth of Sarsen superstructures, there's nothing to see here. There is an enormous earth bank that serves as a spectre of what once was, for this was also a henge, a gigantic one. Henge being the bank and ditch surrounding rather than the stone centrepiece. In fact, technically speaking, Stonehenge isn't actually a henge, but Durrington Walls is. This Neolithic site, dating back over 4,500 years, exudes an untouched quality where imagination rather than spectacle takes over. And when you apply just a modicum of that imagination, then the spectacle follows shortly after, especially when you consider the enormous effort it would have taken to terraform the earth in this remarkable way, using only antler picks. So this seemingly innocuous looking field behind me is anything but. When you look at it, you can see that it's been extensively modified. Deliberately, it's actually been built like that. Behind me, just over my ear there, you can see a huge bank which demarks this as part of a large henge, and this is Durrington Walls, where it's believed that the megalith builders may have lived as a community, I suppose. And this is very close to Woodhenge, which is up just over this hill here, and this is very much the land of the living in the Neolithic. So and this is where they lived. So characterised by the wood of Woodhenge, is meant to, or believed to represent the idea of the living, whereas the stone of Stonehenge, which is close by, and also the Cuckoo Stone, which is in an adjacent field and was part of a long barrow, that was made of stone, and stone is said to be the dwelling place of the dead, or rather the ancestors. So here we are at Durrington Walls. So this site feels more alive than Stonehenge, and that's because it was. Stonehenge was widely held to represent an ancestral plane, whereas Durrington Walls, sacred space that it undoubtedly was a breathing, heaving, probably literally, settlement. As mentioned, the most notable feature of Durrington Walls is a massive circular earthwork enclosure measuring about 1,600 feet in diameter. This remarkable structure was constructed using chalk and earth, creating a formidable boundary that enclosed an area of approximately 30 acres. Within this enclosure, evidence of ancient structures, post holes and other archaeological features have been unearthed, shedding light on the purpose and significance of Durrington Walls in prehistoric times. One of the intriguing aspects of Durrington Walls was its connection to Stonehenge. The two sites are somewhat linked by the avenue, a ceremonial pathway marked by parallel lines of stones and timber posts. This alignment suggests a symbolic or ritualistic connection between Durrington Walls and Stonehenge, sparking theories about their shared religious or ceremonial importance. Archaeological excavations at Durrington Walls have revealed a complex settlement with evidence of dwellings, workshops and other structures. The presence of numerous post holes indicates the existence of timber buildings, possibly used for housing or communal ritual activities. The sheer scale of the settlement suggests a sizable and organised community that sheds light on the social structure and daily life of its ancient inhabitants. The function of Durrington Walls as a ceremonial or ritualistic site is further supported by the discovery of feasting debris. Excavations at the site have revealed evidence of large-scale gatherings and feasts, with remnants of animal bones and pottery suggesting communal activities. The notion of feasting and rituals adds a communal and social dimension to the site, indicating that it played a central role in the lives of the people who inhabited or visited the area. In honour of this revelry, and anachronistic though it is, I couldn't resist a bit of indulgent jaw harp playing at the site. One of the enduring mysteries surrounding Durrington Walls is the purpose of its massive earthwork enclosure. The sheer effort required to construct such a monument raises questions about the motivations of its builders. Some researchers propose that the enclosure served as a symbolic boundary, marking a sacred space for rituals or ceremonies. Others suggest that it functioned as a place of pilgrimage, drawing people from different regions to participate in communal events. The relationship between Durrington Walls and Stonehenge has been the focal point of research and speculation. The avenue connecting the two sites hints at a ceremonial or processional function, emphasising the interconnectedness of these Neolithic monuments. The proximity of Durrington Walls to Stonehenge, as well as Woodhenge, suggests a shared cultural or religious landscape, with all three sites potentially serving complementary roles in the spiritual practices of their ancient builders. I can't help but thinking that more people really should visit as an accompaniment to the stone circle. These sites did not exist in isolation, they should be taken as being different aspects of the same ancient story. But that's it for this video. Don't forget to like, share, and most importantly subscribe, and you can also support the channel on Subscribestar via the link in the description, or via YouTube Super Thanks. Thanks for watching, bye for now.